Buenos días, chicos. Este es el curso de Internet de las Cosas. ¿Están todos de acuerdo? Sí. Sí. Bien, chicos, este es un curso que damos a profesores. El profesor Alexandre está en Brasil. El profesor Luis José, y tiene inglés ahorita, no puede estar con nosotros para la presentación. Y yo. Entonces, el profesor Alexandre se va a encargar del reto, básicamente. El profesor Luis José, de un par de cursos de los que lo vamos a ver. Pero el profesor Alexandre, para que lo conozcan.
Olá, chicos.
Oye, para.
Olá.
Aí pode falar.
Ah, ok, ok. Estão me escutando bem? Ok, perfeito. Ah, bem-vindos ao curso, nosso curso. Meu nome é Alexandre Barreto, eu sou brasileiro. Vou falar muito pouco o espanhol, não hablo espanhol muito bem. Não hablo português muito bem também, nem o inglês muito bem. Pero nosso curso vamos fazer em inglês, ok? Welcome to this course. I'm very excited to be here. Sorry by my Spanish not so good, but I understand very well the Spanish, okay? You can talk with me in Spanish, we don't have any problem to understand you. And my plan to talk with you, to teach in English, and maybe to discuss some points in Spanish, or when you talk general things, you speak in Spanish. But to support you and to understand better the content, I will teach in English. Again, I'm very happy to be here. It's a one course that I really like to teach, because it's a very hot topic today, and you can do a lot of amazing things in the using the IoT. So again, my name is Alexandre Barreto. I'm from Brazil. I have a PhD in computer science. My research field is cybersecurity and distribute. I am professor from Tech. I started last year. In the beginning of this year, I'm in this Mexico City. I don't know if somebody know me in the campus. I need to back to Brazil because the family issues. But I really like I love Mexico City. It's an amazing place. I didn't know nothing about the Mexico, when I arrived in Mexico, I really love the place. It's an amazing place. It's not because I'm here, but in a lot of points, it's much better than Brazil. The Mexico City is amazing. And again, you are an amazing student. I really excited to be here and to teach you. Okay, so yes, it's all. So can you introduce you, or you already did it, Luis?
Sí, bueno, les comentaba, yo soy Luis Yepes, igual profesor del TEC, ya hace 10 años, de hecho. Soy ingeniero en sistemas electrónicos, con doctorado en ciencias computacionales. Y esta materia pues ya la di con el profesor Alexandre hace ya un año, pues ya tenemos la experiencia, digamos, de dar esta materia. Está muy, como el profesor mencionó, está muy interesante porque se ven muchos conceptos variados de la comunicación por Internet. Entonces, de aquí vamos a tener también el módulo de base de datos que lo va a dar el profesor Luis José. Yo voy a dar una parte de sistemas digitales, combinado un poco con lo que es el uso de la Raspberry o de algún dispositivo que se vaya a ocupar para implementar así que el Internet de la cosa que vayamos a implementar. ¿Ok? profesor Alexandre va a estar encargado pues, más que nada del reto y de la administración del proyecto del reto. Que hoy vamos a ver aquí en presentación cómo se lo va. ¿Ok? Gracias, Alexandre.
Okay. Can I share my screen with the first the presentation?
Adelante.
Okay. Did you see?
Un momento. Un momento. Ah. Pronto.
Okay. We prepare some slides to introduce the course, to have an idea. Again, last year we worked in this course and you have a very nice experience with the students because it's an applied course, it's a hands-on course. You have the opportunity to learn theory and apply this theory in the real application. So, to understand what this course talk, the first thing is, what is IoT? Okay. In the beginning of the internet, we have the device is related to the people. For example, you are very new, but I'm like a dinosaur. I'm very old, and I have 15 years old. And when I saw the beginning of the internet, and you have one cell phone that has one IP address, and in that time, when you think about the device, you have one device for people. But in the development of the internet and development of the networks, now everything can be a device in the internet. For example, my smartwatch has an IP address. My smartwatch talks and receives data and send data to the internet and receive data from the internet. My smartphone receive data from the internet and send data to the internet. And other device, a lot of other device. And IoT describe the network of these physical objects. That's the name is things, okay? And during this course, we'll talk about the sensor, the device, the software, and technology, and how to connect and exchange data, and how you summarize or handle this data to produce intelligence, okay? What is about this course? It's a course in 10 weeks where you have the opportunity to design and implement a prototype of one IoT system. The device, the database, how to manipulate the data to present, to generate information, useful information to the decision maker, and how to connect security, privacy, and other issues in the network. It's a Tech 21 course, and you have some competencies that you need to acquire during this course. The first one is the area competence. One is the data analysis and natural phenomena. In other words, at the end of this course, you'll be able to identify patterns of information. This course is very nice because you see how to collect raw data from different devices like your smartphone, your smartwatch, an Arduino device or Raspberry device, and you generate a lot of data, and you need to identify, for example, patterns of data. For example, you see in my first class on Friday, these things. For example, you collect a lot of position, and you generate a map like in the Google Maps, for example. Okay, how to identify patterns and generate useful information. Another one is the problem solving. All of the Tech 21, the block course, involve a rattle. This year, the rattle is amazing. I will talk a little about it later. And our rattle, it's about a real problem, okay? And you receive a problem, a real problem, and need to think how to use technology to solve this problem, okay? Commitment to sustainability. Uh, you see, we talk a little about the rattle today and much more on Friday. But everything that you do in this blog, you need to think in sustainability and you see how to use IoT to improve it. Okay. You have another competence is the disciplinary competence. It's directly applied to it's related to the application of the contents that we study here, this course, in the prototype, okay? How to use a software system, embedded system, digital strategy to develop a system in the organized way using a project techniques. Another is the transversal competence is innovation and digital culture. The both IoT is about to use device to solve real problems. The innovation is required. When you think about the IoT, you need to think how to improve the quality of life, or how to improve the safety, or how to improve the security using small device. You need to think outside the box to solve the problem. It's what is involved in this course. The course is organized in 3 sections: hardware, that has 1 model, digital system. Software has 3 models: database analysis and design, resource management of a computer system, introduction of interactive design, sorry. And the section 3, IoT, okay? You'll see you have 2 models: the project management process and the Internet of Things. We divide this course in 3 professors. Luis Yepes, we here will teach the digital system resource management of computer system. Can you talk a little about your topic, Luis?
Sí, claro. Sí, básicamente lo que vamos a hacer nosotros es que vamos a ver las bases de lo que son los sistemas digitales. Esas bases nos van a servir para entender lo que está pasando con el hardware que ocupemos. Y además, les va a servir para el siguiente curso, que ya van a ver en microprocesadores. ¿Okay? Y en la parte de la administración de recursos y historia computacional, es para ver los conceptos, digamos, de proceso y cómo se manejan dentro de una computadora, ¿no? Básicamente, el aparato que utilicemos, ya sea una Raspberry o ya sea un Arduino, maneja procesos internos. Entonces vamos a entender ese concepto, y ese concepto, bueno, se eleva obviamente a computadoras de otro nivel o teléfono. ¿Ok? Gracias, Alexander.
Gracias. Another topic is Professor Luis Gonzalez will teach is database analysis and design, introduction to interactive design. He will teach later to you, in particular your course, but in the general way, it's about how to, because IoT, you produce a lot of data, okay? And you need to store this data in an organized way to don't repeat the information, okay? You have the same information in many places, and to reduce the size because it's a lot of data. And Professor José Gonzalez will teach how to design the database to support the storage of this information. And the second one is about interactive design. You have a lot of data, and today everything generates data, and you need to collect this data, summarize this data, handle this data to produce useful information. Professor José Gonzalez will teach you how to design useful system, how to think about the interface, how to generate graphs and things related to how to analyze the data and produce useful information. In my case, we have two talks. The Model 5 is one course, it's not a final course. We will introduce you the project managed techniques. We use the Scrum. However, you have, for example, in the next block, in the next semester, you have another course that you back again to, you have more time to work in a project using the Scrum. Today, in this block, we will introduce the Scrum and use the Scrum to organize and manage the RETO project. And the Model 6 is about the Internet of Things. You will study the technologies involving the IoT. For example, the sensors, the protocol, the security, and the cloud technology, how to use this technology to aggregate sensors and produce information. The course has two periods or two phases. No, the first phase, and you have the Semana Tech in the middle. Okay, the first phase you have more theoretical class, and the second phase you have more. You use the time to work more in the RETO. In this year, the different than the last year, this course is based, the RETO development use the global share learning. The global share learning, we'll talk better in the next week about it, but the global share learning is a process that you use a specific technique to develop the RETO. But different than last year, the RETO is developed by two groups together. For example, we'll divide the class in groups, and the groups has students from Tech and students from ITA, Instituto de Tecnologia Aeronáutica in Brazil. And ITA is the best engineer school in Brazil that you have the course of the computer engineer, like here in the Tech. What will happen is the groups you have students from Tech and students from ITA, and you work together to solve the RETO problem, okay? And it's a nice opportunity to share experience. For example, during my PhD, I stay 1 year in the West, sharing experience in the group that I work in, the George Mason. The Professor Luis has an experience in Brazil, in the Espírito Santo, is a state in Brazil, that has the opportunity to not only to learning or to exchange techniques, but to exchange experience. For example, in my case, I didn't know nothing about the Mexico before I arrived in Mexico. Oops, my camera is stopped. Okay, back. So I was impressed with what is in the Mexico. I don't have any idea. It's the same EU. I believe a lot of students, Mexico guys, have this. Oh, Brazil is samba and soccer. There are a lot of other things, and this experience is an amazing time to discover about the other culture and to have new friends in another country. Okay, so. Again, we talk better about these methodologies in the next week, okay? And the amazing things after this, because you participate in this global share learning, you receive a budget like you, for example, when you take the course from Cisco, the network course, and the other course in the tech, you receive a budget that you can use, for example, in your LinkedIn, in your digital system sites like LinkedIn, for example. You have received a budget like that to publish in your LinkedIn that you participate in this experience, in this methodology. Okay. The only change to use the GL cell and the normal block and the normal reto is because you evolve in the international experience, okay? You have an international group, Brazilians and the Mexico guys, okay? So, okay. Our reto, we'll discuss our reto next week, but to understand, we're working in the real problem, for example, to use IoT and drones to help people in a dangerous situation. For example, yesterday you have a earthquake in the Mexico. I believe nobody died, but in the past you have a very big earthquake that people died. So in this situation, you lost all of telecommunication. You don't have cell phone. You have only nothing. You have your smartphone, but you don't have connection. You work using the IoT to using your smartphone to send your position and to ask for support or to help. Okay. In Brazil, you don't have earthquake, but you have flood. It's the same situation. When you have rain a lot and the people is isolated because the flood and the flooding, and you don't have communication here. It's the same situation but different problem. Okay, and you study how to use IoT to support people to send information to ask for help in this situation. Okay, it's what the Reto will talk. If any questions you hear, guys?
¿Alguna pregunta? Vamos a estar trabajando en otro país. Sí. Y los equipos igual van a estar mezclados. Tengo masiva de volumen, es que no puede poner el proyector, es mi compu. Está al máximo. Pero es la única ocasión. Sí, es la única ocasión. Ok. No quiso. No, pero el sonido sí. Adelante, Alexandre.
Okay. So, evaluation plan. You have learning activities, the formal activities in the courses. Each professor will talk better how you evaluate the course. And we divide, for example, the Model 1 digital system 50 points, Model 2 database analysis design 14 points, Model 3 resource management of computer system 4 points, Model 4 introduction to interactive design 4 points, Model 5 project management process is 0 points. Why 0 points? Because I evaluate you and the retro development. Okay, you don't have a formal exams, nothing like that in the project management. I will evaluate you in the course in the retro development. And the Model 6 Internet of Things, 80 points, okay? We discuss, in my case, in detail, how I evaluate you in the Internet of Things on Friday, okay? And you have the evidence of domain level of the sub-competence that you talk later. It's 55 points. You have 2 argumentative exams, one from Professor Luis Gonzalez and another from Luis Yepes, okay? That is some 30 points. And you have the retro developer, it's 25 points, okay? You discuss about the retro developer in the next week. The course organization. My class, all of my class is in Zoom, okay? I'm in Brazil, I'm not going to Mexico. The other course, the Luis Yepes and Luis José, will be in class like today, okay? There are a little difference. Between the 7 weeks, week 7 and week 11, you have one organization of the class. On Tuesday, Luis Yepes will teach you. Wednesday, Luis José, and I on Friday. Okay. You have the Semana Tech in the week 12, and the rest of the course, the end of the course, is a little different. You have class with me on Tuesday, 9 to 11, and next is Luis Yepes, 11 to 1. p.m. Wednesday is the same with Louis José, and Friday is the same. You use this time to develop the record, okay? My idea is to publish on Friday the class by class, the topics that you study, okay? So, okay. An important tool that we use here is the Slack. Did you see my Slack? Okay. In the Canvas, you have the link of the Slack. Please enter in the Slack so soon as possible, okay? All of our communication, we use Slack, okay? You can send, for example, professor, I don't have, I have a problem to go to the class. You can send a message in Slack, okay? I have a question about the class. You can send the questions in the Slack and we provide so soon as possible the answer to you. Okay? It's much better to send email or to, okay? We have time to make face-to-face meetings. I will publish in the Canvas this week, but we can use the Slack to asynchronous talk. I believe it's much faster than to try to schedule a Zoom session. Okay. So, but again, please connect in Slack so soon as possible. Okay, to enable that you can share information in Slack. Any questions till now, guys?
¿Una pregunta, chicos? No. No.
Okay. We have this. We can you share your canvas or?
Dime. Dígame inglés. Great.
Okay, thank you. So please open the Me Professors. Me Professores. Okay. Here you have information about all of us. Okay, again. Here you have my email, a personal email. Give me a second. My personal email. However, I will change this email until the end of this week with the tech email, as the time to access release. I will be defined so soon as possible. I believe before our class we have this page updated. But you have the information from Luis Gonzalez and Luis Yepes, okay? You can use this here to looking for about information about us. Please open the models. It's very important before the class you go to the models and see the content that you teach in that day. For example, in my class, on Model 6, you go to Introduction to IoT and see what you will teach in this day. You can see, can you click, please? I believe it's published. Can you click here, or Luis, please?
Yes.
For example, you can see what you're learning during the class. You can download the presentation, okay? And you can see another information about the content. The evaluations, it's very important to enter in the Canvas and follow the course in the Canvas. I believe you have two nice tools to work, Canvas and Slack. it's very important to check every day if you have updates. Go to the Canva to download the content. It's a very important. Okay, guys. So I believe it's all. And again, any questions?
La buena pregunta es, ¿no? Aquí para que no está publicado.
Any other questions?
Sí, que no está publicado, Alexandre.
¿Cómo? ¿No está publicado de ese tópico?
Pero lo puedo publicar si gustas.
Sí, solo los 6.1, please.
¿Cuál? ¿6.1?
Este aquí.
Pronto.
Okay. The rest of the course I will publish until the end of this week, okay, guys? I have some issues to access the canvas and the tech is solving, and I believe tomorrow maybe every issue is solved to access the canvas, okay? And like when I access, I publish all the material.
Aquí hay una pregunta. No, conectarse. Conectarse. Un saludo, si gustas. Ok, ya. Pronto. Pronto, Alexandre.
Oh, any other questions? Okay, I believe it's out. Are there any other things or Luis?
I think creo que es todo, ¿eh? Creo que está bien. Ahorita les refuerzo un poquito de algunas cosas que comentaste. Y les comento que, bueno, las evaluaciones que están en Canvas todavía no las cambiamos. Para que, igual que la presentación.
Sí. Can you show? I believe it's important, no? Or you show it?
Chicos, lo que está aquí en el plan de evaluación no es lo que les enseñó el profesor Alexandre, ¿eh? Esto no es, está cambiado un poquito. Específicamente esta parte de abajo. La actualizamos en estos días. Después está bloqueada la página, entonces no se puede actualizar directamente. Pero es lo que les presentó en la pantalla. ¿Ok? Y creo que es todo, Alexandre.
Ok, muchas gracias, mucho gusto, chicos. Es una grande honra para mí. Estou muito feliz, muito emocionado por estar aqui. E nos vemos on viernes, Friday.
Bien.
Eu tenho muita dificuldade com as datas, ok? Okay, guys. Thank you very much and see you on Friday.
Gracias, Alexandre.
Thank you, Luis.
Chao.
Bye-bye.